Okay, let's unpack this. We're doing a fast deep dive today into uh, a specific defense development, India's successful test of the Agni Prime missile.
Right.
Our mission really is to get at what the sources flagged as the most, well, strategically new part of this test,
Yeah,
not just the flight itself.
absolutely. The core fact is, yes, the successful launch. It's the nuclear-capable intermediate range Agni Prime missile. And the range is significant, up to 2,000 kilometers.
2000, yeah. That definitely has geopolitical weight right off the bat.
No question.
But the really interesting bit, the thing that jumped out from our sources, wasn't just the distance. It was how they did it.
The launch mechanism.
Exactly. First time testing it using a rail-based mobile launcher system. I mean, an asset like that, moving on train tracks. It sounds almost like something from a thriller.
It does have that feel, and the tech behind it sort of ambles that secrecy. The Agni Prime, it's a next-gen variant in the series, developed by DRDO.
India's Defense Research and Development Organization.
That's the one. And technically, it's a two-stage solid propellant missile. Solid propellant means it's more stable, ready to go quicker.
And our sources highlighted two really critical technical points.
Yeah.
It's canisterized, and it uses a dual redundant navigation and guidance system. Let's focus on the canister. What does that actually give them in a mobile setup like this?
Canisterization. That's pretty much the game changer for mobility. It means the missile is sealed tight, protected from weather, dust, whatever.
So it's basically ready to fire much faster, less prep on site.
Precisely. And the dual redundant system, that's just jargon for having a backup for guidance. Makes it incredibly reliable. Less chance of something going wrong mid-flight.
Okay, but I have to ask, putting such a high-value weapon on a train, even across India's huge rail network,
Yeah.
doesn't that seem incredibly vulnerable compared to, say, a hardened underground silo? Why is rail mobility the big strategic win here?
It's about hiding in plain sight, almost. Denial of information, fixed silos, everyone knows where they are, they can find out. Easy to monitor.
Right. Satellites, intelligence.
Exactly. But the rail system. You use the sheer size of the Indian rail network. You can move it quickly, covertly, across huge distances. The defense minister actually mentioned this, saying the system allows for cross-country mobility and launch within a short reaction time with reduced visibility.
Reduced visibility. That's the key phrase for deterrence, isn't it? If they don't know where it is.
That's the heart of it. This tests, it's a major technological step. It puts India in a very small club of nations, countries that can actually pull off a canisterized launch from a moving, well, potentially moving rail platform.
So not just mobile, but potentially launchable while mobile or very shortly after stopping.
The capability complicates things enormously for any potential adversary. Tracking it, targeting it, thinking about a preemptive strike, much, much harder now.
Okay, so let's connect the dots. We've got this 2,000-kilometer range, which we know covers a lot of ground.
A lot of ground.
And now you add this layer of rapid, hidden mobility via rail.
Yeah.
How does that fundamentally redraw the strategic picture in the region?
Well, the source analysis is pretty direct on this. That range, combined with this kind of unpredictable deployment, effectively brings all of Pakistan under its reach, and significantly large parts of China, too.
Because it could launch from so many different points along the network.
Exactly. Its potential launch radius becomes dynamic, unpredictable. It massively boosts the credibility of India's nuclear deterrence. It's not just about having the missile. It's about being able to use it survivably.
So boiling it down for you, the listener, this isn't just another missile test. It's really about a shift in how you deploy strategic assets. It's marrying speed, secrecy, and readiness.
Right. It's a move away from static, predictable defenses towards something far more dynamic, far more concealable. The strategy itself becomes mobile.
Which leaves us with a pretty significant question for you to think about. If India can successfully launch this kind of missile from potentially anywhere on its vast moving rail network, how does that disrupt traditional ways of tracking these things? Satellites, aerial surveillance.
What does it force potential adversaries to change?
And maybe more importantly, what kinds of follow-up capabilities or even counter-surveillance measures might this new deployment method hint at for the future? Definitely something to mull over.